The
Yeah.
gorilla is in the house, guys. Finally. First of all, let's talk about where are you, what are you doing today?
I've just been training before. I'm just chilling now, just having some food and just chilling.
Okay, you're back on social media,
Yeah,
finally.
yeah,
What
finally.
happened? Why they banned you?
I don't know, maybe I think it was just one or too many violations against their code of laws. So they took me off 20, I think they took me off on like the 21st of December and they never gave me my account back. So I had to make a new one.
Okay, but you are here now,
Yeah,
so that's a great thing.
yes.
We saw you're following one great guy, Kamza Chimaev. What
Yeah.
connected you two?
I like his fighting style. I think he's a good fighter. I've spoken with him a lot on social media, and I just like his fighting style. I'm a fan, so I just thought I'd follow him.
First thing all of us want to know is when we will see you again in Octagon fighting.
I
Is
don't
there
know.
a date in sight?
No, I don't know because I need to get like healthy first. I need to get my body healthy and my mind healthy before I think about fighting again. So I want to just make sure like I'm 100% next time I fight, like body and mind. So I'm definitely gonna fight this year, like 2 or 3 times. But I don't know when. Obviously, the London show I'm not on, so it'll be after that, probably in the summer. It either be in America or here or somewhere else in Europe, maybe, or anywhere South America, wherever. But I'm just trying to get fit and healthy first.
Are you training these days?
Yeah, train. Not I'm not training like hard, like not twice a day, but I'm training like once a day. I'm eating right, sort of right, like 50-50. So I'm just trying to sit back. I've had like a whirlwind past few years. I've had ups and downs. So when I do come back to fight this year, I want to be like physically and mentally at my best that I've ever been. So I'm gonna take the time rather than go into a fight 50%. Do you know what I mean? Type of thing.
Yep. Can you describe to us, let's say, your weekly routine, training weekly routine?
I don't really have like a routine as to per se. I get up early, I go to the gym, and then I eat and then I chill. I don't do much of anything else. Like I used to have a very active lifestyle years ago. I'd wear myself out. After the gym, I'd go around doing like unnecessary things. Whereas now I just train and come home and chill with my family. I don't do much of anything really.
Yep. So, you're a young fighter,
Yes,
only 29 years old, but with a rich fighting history.
yes,
So everyone knows and remembers you as a winner, a guy with a great personality, a fantastic stand-up skills. You're a good wrestler. When we mention UFC, every guy from martial sports knows who is Darren Till.
yeah,
Does that impress you?
yeah. It does. What makes me happy more than anything is the type of support I get from people. Like just even like as I said to you then on my day-to-day routine, or if I'm traveling from city to country, I get recognised like a lot. A lot of people stop me and ask for photos. A lot of people take the time out the day to come and speak to me. So I appreciate that. And as you've just said, I'm very young in MMA. I'm only 29. So I'm hoping to grow more and more, as the years go on. I'm not stopping until I achieve what I want to achieve. Like so, uh, that's it really. I'm always thankful for the support that everyone knows me and everyone likes me and everyone thinks I'm, a good guy and a good fighter.
Who is your biggest support?
My biggest support, I think it's you guys. I think it's like the fans. I just no matter what happens to me in my career or what's happened to me in my personal life, I just feel like I've always had so much support from the fans. They just always, the messages I get, like even when like I got my new Instagram, like so many people were just like following and messaging me and giving me so much support. So, you know, I feel like when I reach the top, the top of the game, and I do finally get that belt, I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be well loved and well liked and well supported all around the world. I feel like I'm gonna have a huge following. You know, I'm gonna be a superstar if I'm not already. Do you know what I mean?
So let's go back to your career. Like there is a lot of guys that you knocked out, but my favorite, let's say top 3 fights are with Dalby, Ayari, and Thompson, of course.
Mm-hmm.
With which fight would you like to return to your victorious paths? And more precisely, with whom would you like to do next fight?
Who, if I've beat them, who would I like to fight again? Did you ask? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to fight Whittaker again, even though he beat me. I think that was a good fight. I think it was a great match of two minds fighting with each other. It was such a close fight. And if you ask me if I wanted to fight next, who I think is an interesting fight is like trash talk and fighting skills wise, I would like to fight Sean Strickland. I don't know if that fight could happen. I know he's on like a good win streak and I'm coming off a loss, but I think it would be a good fight with like trash talk and, you know, stand up fighting with each other. So, you know what I mean? I'd like to fight Sean Strickland if that opportunity came about. As I said, I respect him and I know he's on a win streak, but I think it'd be a good fight.
Yeah. So what do you think about Jack Hermansson? Can he be your next opponent?
He could be as well, yeah. You know, he's coming off a loss to Sean, so that's a possibility. It could be Jack as well. I don't know. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of opportunities. I've signed a new contract with the UFC anyway, so you know I've got another like 4 or 5 fight contract thanks to my coach. My coach sorted that. So yeah, man.
Okay. So you have only 4 lost matches in your career. Which of the following fighters was the hardest from you? Let's rate it, like Brunson, Whittaker, Masvidal, or Woodley. Who was the hardest?
The hardest loss for me, I think, was Masvidal, just because it was in my home country and you know, it was the first time ever in my life I got knocked out, and a lot of things going up to that fight, like, you know, like with weight cuts and should I still be fighting at that weight, and you know, but you know, I lost the fight fair and square. Masvidal beat me fair and square. I feel like if we fought again, I feel like I'd annihilate him. You know, that's just my opinion. I know he said I hit hard. We'll never fight again. You know, he's like a lightweight, welterweight. I'm a middleweight. You know, but yeah, that hurt quite a lot. But he come in and he used the strategy well, and fair play to him. You know, I got nothing but respect for it.
Yeah. I want to hear your opinion. Like, who is the toughest guy that ever showed up in the UFC?
To fight me?
Actually, the toughest ever showed up in UFC, not to fight with you, any guy.
I think Max Holloway is probably one of the toughest. Max Holloway. It's just relentless. He doesn't stop. I'm a big fan of Max Holloway, like, and I think the best, top 3, maybe John Jones, GSP, and maybe Henry Cejudo. Them 3 guys are probably the best. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of guys.
Can Whittaker take a title from Adesanya?
I believe he can. I think he showed a lot of improvement in his last 3 fights. Obviously, I was one of them fights. You just don't know. Adesanya's really good at striking and mind games and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I think the blueprint's out there for Whittaker to beat Adesanya with the Jan Blachowicz fight. But that's whether Whittaker can do it or not. You know, it's going to be a good fight. I'm going to support both guys. I'll probably fight both guys again in the future. I'll fight Whittaker again and I'll fight Adesanya. I'm confident of that, 100%.
We want to hear that.
Yeah.
So, Whittaker said that the toughest fight before this UFC fight was fight with you.
Yeah.
So how do you comment that? I was watching that fight and that fight was wild.
Yeah, you know, I agree with what he said. It was a tough fight. It was a tough striking battle, a tough MMA match. You know, as I said, two great MMA minds coming together. I feel like I'm a student of the game when I'm in there, and he is himself. And you know, he edged the win out in the 5th round by taking me down. You know, I got back to my feet, but you know, them takedowns might have just got edged in the 5th round. So yeah, that was a really tough fight, really tough.
But did you personally learn from the fight to Whittaker?
Yeah, I learned a lot. That fight with Whittaker is the fight I learned the most in out of my whole career, out of my whole MMA career. So yeah, it was a good fight, and it was a good learning curve, a good fight to learn.
What about Brunson and Cannonier? Is there any chance for Brunson to get another moment for the title?
I believe so, yeah. You know, if he's trained hard and his mind's right and he's feeling strong, you know, he can do it. But I think Cannonier might beat Brunson. I think Cannonier is just a little bit too strong, and I think he's got too much explosive power. So Cannonier might just win that one Saturday. That's a good fight I'm looking forward to as well.
Would you like to have a fight in your hometown again, but
Yeah.
this time for the title?
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever fight for a title in my hometown unless it was Anfield, a main event, something like that. But yeah, I would definitely like for the UFC to come back to Liverpool. Now we have many great names fighting out of Liverpool. You know, my teammate Tom, Paddy and Molly. So it'd be a very big event. And obviously my wrestling coach, Mike Grundy, who I think is so underrated. He's one of he's had a tough path right now, and I know he's a little bit older, but he's probably one of the best guys I've ever trained with. He's fucking unbelievable. So shout out Mike Grundy.
Until they schedule you next match, what you will do in next period?
Sorry?
Until they schedule a match for you, what you will do?
I'm just gonna train and just you know, stay positive and keep a good mind, and that's it really. Just try and get better every day and just get stronger. There's no secret remedy to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Can we do a little remake of video from the car?
So,
Guys. Are you in that mood right now?
No, I have to get.
No.
I'll do a remake later for you, and I'll send you it in direct messages.
Yeah, we were waiting for that.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Darren, for this conversation.
I appreciate it.
I hope we'll talk next time, but with precisely a date with your match.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.
Bye.